On this episode of Disrupt You, we talk about obituaries on Facebook, building your personal brand, and how to determine what success is on Facebook.
Failure's not an option, worries throw them away. My mind's made, they got nothing to say. Got you feeling like you can't go on. Don't believe the lies that they told you, be strong. I'm saying live your life for the moment and love it. Figure out your ceiling, break the mold, rise above it. Yeah.
Welcome everybody to Disrupt You, episode 27. I'm Ryan Thogmartin. This is the funeral profession's most disruptive web show. Getting right into it.
Should I post obituaries on my funeral home Facebook page?
The fact that we're still talking about this is kind of mind-boggling. Look, overall, obituaries are not good content. They will get some engagement from clicks and driving traffic to your website. However, they are the least engaging piece of content that funeral homes post. No, you should not be filling your newsfeed full of obituaries. The only caveat is if you're in a small town where there's less than 10 to 15,000 people and you're doing about 100 calls a year and everybody knows everybody, then you could be putting out obituaries because you're only going to be doing 1 or 2 a week, and it's not just a full stream of content that's obit. So if you're a large funeral home, absolutely not. Obituaries can absolutely hurt the reach of other content. Basically how Facebook works, they're going to show content to users. If users do not engage with that content, they're not going to show it anymore. Because obituaries get the least amount of engagement, if you're doing really engaging content and then you have 3 obituaries in a row and nobody engages with those obituaries, the likelihood they're going to see the next piece of content you put out is slim to none. So putting out valuable content is what you need to do to focus on what the consumer will engage on. So if you want obituaries and to get some of that traffic from Facebook to your website, we can create a custom app where it'll import your obituaries automatically into an app inside of Facebook that lives on your Facebook page. The consumer can still go to that landing page. They can still see a stream of obituaries. They can still click on it and go to your website. But no, obituaries are not good content to post on your funeral home's Facebook page. Question dos.
What can I do personally to help build our funeral home's Facebook page?
This is a question we get asked a lot. What can my employees do and what can I personally do as a funeral director that has a personal profile on Facebook? Sharing content from your funeral home's Facebook page to your personal profile by using the share button. So you go to your funeral home Facebook page, you find the post you want to share, click share, share it to your timeline. That is extremely valuable. Using your core friend set to drive engagement on your funeral home's Facebook page is hugely valuable because it's free exposure. You're extending the reach of the post through the engagement from you to your profile, and then your friends engaging with what you share is going to allow that post on your funeral home Facebook page to have a much higher reach and a much higher engagement rate without having to pay to boost content. So you should absolutely be engaging with the content on your funeral home's Facebook page, as should your employees, but you absolutely need to have in place some guidelines for them on how you want them to engage with content. Don't just blindly tell them to go engage. So it's highly important that you can utilize your personal profile as a way to help extend your business brand. You are also your own personal brand. Think about it. Most people are coming to you, Mr. Jim, the funeral director, versus XYZ Funeral Home. Your personal brand holds far more weight in your community than your business brand does typically. So using that personal brand to build the business brand is extremely valuable. A lot like what we do at Disrupt. My personal brand is a lot more valuable and a lot more recognizable than the business brand. The same is with you and your community when it comes to your personal profile and your business page. So make sure that you are utilizing your profile as a way to share valuable content, not every single post, but valuable content to your personal profile to bring in your core set of friends to engage with that content, get them to like your page, and now build the reach and extend the reach of the content that you're putting out.
How do I determine if our Facebook marketing is working?
Number one, the reason that most funeral homes do not see value in Facebook and marketing on Facebook is they are doing it incorrectly, and 2, they have no benchmark. They have no KPI or goal set or something to measure. Having something to measure allows you then to determine success. Without something to measure, it's very hard to determine what is successful. So for us and our clients, when we set goals with them, the main objective of marketing in general for a business is to be able to drive leads. That is absolutely should be a goal of you and your funeral home and how you're putting content on Facebook. You should be driving more business from the time and money that you're spending marketing on Facebook. So if we look at how do you determine success, the number one thing you need to do is set goals. Whether that is a certain amount of engagement per post, a certain amount of a reach, a like number that you really want. But remember, engagement and likes are fantastic, but engagement and likes don't necessarily mean you're driving more business. So having some business goals tied to what you're doing on Facebook and the content that you're creating is the key differentiator in you being able to say, yeah, we have a great Facebook page that gets engagement versus our Facebook page is awesome and it's producing leads. This is where you want to be. You want to be producing leads. Sales is not a dirty word if you leverage the engagement and the value that you're creating to get the sales. So to determine success, you absolutely need to start with a benchmark and create some goals of things you want to happen or achieve through your Facebook marketing. Create the content that's going to help achieve those goals, and then use your analytics to measure that success. You'll walk around town, people will mention content they see on your Facebook page. So if you're getting a lot of response to the content you're putting out, people are noticing. And if your goal is to build your brand and the brand awareness, then you would be achieving that goal. But I encourage you to look past just brand building. That's what we want to do with marketing. All marketing helps build brand. You need to go a step further. You need to drive results and have an actionable ROI attached to that engagement and the brand building. Okay, that wraps up this episode of Disrupt You. Greatly appreciate you watching. Make sure you continue to email us your questions. Comment below with questions that you have. Until next time, keep disrupting.